Hello there gang, Devere here, just playing a little bit of Greenwood, The Last Ritual, a supernatural action game on Steam of course. So I thought I'd chuck together a video of the gameplay for you guys and gals. So setting wise, there's a few limited in-game options. This is a Unity game, so there is a launcher outside for a few graphic settings. This is played on beautiful, so what I'll do is I'll start a new game. And we'll skip the loading because it takes a hell of a long time to load this game. I'll ignore all that. Yep, good. So control is completely mouse based. You have to click where you want your chappie to go, or double click to get him to run there. This is just an introductory scene where we get our pentagrams, which is the game's big selling point. I saw another magic figure, one more memory, yeah, whatever. New pentagram explored. You have your book of pentagrams up here that tells you what the basic components of them are and how you use them. We shall see shortly when we get to the main meat and veg of the game. Is it up here? No, that's where we go when we've got our other one. Fine. There is the other one, is the question. So yeah, you can also luckily scroll a camera around, but you can't zoom in or out of your character, unfortunately. Up here perhaps? Ah, there we go. There's a summoning of a spirit. So currently we only have our two pentagrams, summon and dispel. All very spooky and supernatural. The controls are definitely one of the biggest issues with this game. I went for a portal, found myself in a pentagram circle of an old abandoned basement. That was odd. I should have appeared as soon as I teleported. Where did I teleport from? There was no answer. Besides, somebody drew this pentagram on purpose to send me right here. As though somebody here, in Greenwood, wanted to help me. Or maybe to stop me. Yes, some questions have no answers. They're rhetorical ones. As I walked upstairs, a dark figure, yeah, kadeki. These are the mental marks, basically a sort of ghost with story to tell. Yeah, we don't really need to worry about that right now either. There we are, flint. Yes, thank you. Our map. A map drawn by an unknown cartographer. Somewhere I believe we should have a lantern. So yes, the first issue of this control scheme is trying to find things in buildings. It can be considerably frustrating. Ah, is it that one? Is that? Maybe it's outside. Let's go and have a look around. So this is our open world part of the game. As the middle of the night, lonely lights near the mill were lighting up in the yard. Dangerous to continue walking without a lantern. I have to find out something to light my way in the night. Yep, it must still be in here then. I must have just missed it. You get that a lot with this game. There is a lot of switch pushing puzzles, and sometimes just trying to find the switches. Yes, and it likes to keep popping up messages when you click on things by accident. Come on, where is it? Downstairs maybe? Oh, right there. The room is abandoned. It seems like no one's been here. Yeah. Just grab the lantern. Shut up. So right click to turn your lantern on and off. So with that we're now fully armoured to take on the rigours of the supernatural ghost world. Which this is set in some ye olde time period. There's some strange green fog. Yeah, basically you have to leave the light on or you'll get overwhelmed by fog. Can I have the camera around, please? Let's get weaving in here. This is what our flint was for. I come across an abandoned camp. Someone stopped here, smoked from the fire. Flint will light it. Yep, got it. It will tell you this message every time you light a fire. It'll also give you this magic clusters. It'll also give you this message every time you pick one of these up. Figured it out by now. Cheers. I've travelled over Europe. Yeah. Tell it to somebody who cares, mate. Yeah, it's not me. So this is Greenwood, where we just have to do stuff, really. There's not a lot explained in this game. Not a lot at all. So what's that there? No trespassing. All attempts to break in are strictly forbidden. Any intruder will be punished to the full extent of the law. So yes, there's not a lot of guiding in this game. You're kind of left to figure it all out as you go, which can be quite frustrating to say the least. What's in here? Great. Right, we don't have the code for it just yet. The magic chattering's needed to remove its barrier. So again, this is another one of the frustrations of this. Oh, right, we've been caught by a... This one we need to use our dispel, which is, I happen to know. Because this is the magic. You combine them, drag and drop them. Interesting enough. So we can't go that way yet. We have to do something somewhere else. And that's an interesting idea. Unfortunately, the problem is if I get hit, a dark ritual hand be performed by the road, somebody on a man murdered him, blah blah blah, etc. etc. I know, thank you. So once I'm in range of the thing, I can use the... Obviously we want to dispel things again, so we just create our dispel pentagram. And there we are, we set the ghost free. Treason. We were so blind, we didn't see the value as evil, etc, etc. Good show. So where to next? Who knows? Off we go wandering around. I don't think we can... We still can't get through that way yet. It's a very... Despite the pretensions of it looking slightly open world, it's not. It is very linear. A magic cluster, jolly good. You've told us. So yes, this is actually a very linear game. You are following a very specific path. Yeah, if you get caught by those hands or things around here, there's a bit of a glitch in the game. You try to put your dispel pentagram onto the hands that have caught you. It will keep trying to place them onto the... Oh, this chappie. I didn't think we'd see him this early. Probably going to die around about now. I have no idea what I'm doing with this one. Do I click on me? Do I click on the lightning bolts? I've no idea. I'm assuming the red writing you see is good. And I'm dying pretty rapidly here. Oh, I've beaten it. So this is the healing in the game. You have to stand under a light, basically, until you've fully healed. Ah, I didn't expect to see that particular... So there, the pentagram thing's completely out the window. That's some sort of utterly random quick time event that gets thrown in at you, rather than using the whole pentagram things. And I say, I've absolutely no idea how I beat it. Sometimes I seem to get loads and loads of the red writing, which is the good stuff, as I think it is, and I die. Sometimes I get hardly any and I just spell it. Ah, see, this way's now clear. So yes, very, very guided. Yep, I'm not really worried about that. I just want the spirit thing. Yep, a doodle. I've found that running seems to reduce the amount of times you get hit by the enemies. They're going to be locked. Ah, you don't have the right key. Of course I don't. So yeah, this game has a lot of frustrations in all honesty. That particular green lightning thing that collared me earlier on being the most. Because if you die between saving, which as you see is only when you transition between little element areas. Oh, there's a key. Key to the Sheriff Manor gates, which was obviously the gates we were just at. Yeah, if you... That's the only way it saves. There's no other way of saving. So right, we want to summon the spirit again. As you see, anytime you can use your sigils and pentagrams, they will pop up. Otherwise, they don't. Yeah, we'll leave the ghost for now. Oops, don't forget my little magical cluster. So yeah, between the lack of knowing where to go, a simple journal giving me a clue would be nice, because if you look at the map, which is an incredibly small drawn thing, there's sort of little things like caves over that there. What the... Oh, that was the... Yeah, thank you. That was the other thing. Every so often your lamp will just basically turn itself off, and you have to run to find a light source to recharge it, or to clear it from evil. So another completely random thing that is just another bad design choice. So there's an interesting concept here. I've used a key. Sorted. Lovely jubbly. So we cannot go that way just yet. Yeah, there's an interesting idea here, and the whole magic spells to dispel and disperse things is quite interesting, but you don't use it a lot for the thing that's the biggest selling point of the game. Often it's worth going into places just to use the save points. As I say, once that green thing gets you. Alright, have you got anything important to say? Nope. Not. Is there anything in here I've got to pick up? Oh, try to find books and things is also... Yep. Lem's note. No other ones, is there? That's where you get the story from, though I think it suffers a little bit from whatever its natural language. I'm going to assume it's Russian, so that's the choice of two languages you've got, is Russian and English. I'm going to guess it loses something in translation. Nothing on there, is there? But yeah, when you've got switches and things to press, trying to find them in here with just no way to zoom in or out can be quite challenging. And what's back here? Anything or nothing? Oh yes, we can dispel that one. Oh, that was some. Yeah, I haven't done the wrong one, haven't I? I should dispel first. Get the right one. So dispel evil. Boom. Lem is dead. Everybody's dead, buddy. There's not a lot you can do about that. Now that's blocked off. Oh, here we go again. Luckily, this doesn't bother me too much because I've got that checkpoint that was just there. I haven't achieved anything. So, L to exercise you. Remove the curse. See, you know, I've absolutely no idea. Am I supposed to click when it's on me, off me? Both seem to kind of work. No, I've no idea. Utterly random. Sometimes you'll click it a couple of times and that's it, you dispel it. Other times, like now, things ain't looking too good. Is it supposed to be like a rhythm-based thing? But it does become quite frustrating later on when you try to get between checkpoints. You'll achieve quite a lot. Oh, there we go. We're brown bread. So, yes. What the... Where's my map? Did it not put me in the house? Where we just were? Oh, really? That was the nearest checkpoint. So all that stuff we collected, oh. Yeah, number one frustration. That stupid green thing, I've no idea how I'm beating. Number two, checkpoint and saving. So I think we'll conclude our dealings here, gang. I'll get bent, game. Really? You've spammed it on me again. We haven't even done anything. So what the... Did you see that? There is still red writing appearing. I'm not even clicking anything. So I thought that red writing was meaning I was doing something right. See, I exercise you. So yeah, the frustrations in this game, trying to find things and notes and keys and stuff because of the choice of the camera angles, no way of zooming in. If they give us a pentagram that would have let it highlight highlighted items, that would have been nice. So I always assume that some sort of the red writing was something to do with me doing something right, but no, it seems I'm wrong. What was even on the other side of this? Oh, that was that gateway, wasn't it? Oh, now it puts a save point in, like I care. Yeah, we'll conclude our dealings here, gang. So if you like a game with absolutely no clue, very linear, the mechanic idea of using the pentagrams is quite interesting. The fact it's completely mouse driven, so there's no WASD, no controllers, support. You also get your performance issues when you slow down. I think it's when it's loading in a new area or loading in a new chunk of a map. Oh, so we could go read back and redo all that stuff we did. Yeah, terrible choice of saving. As you see, trying to find out and follow the map where these little caves and bits and things you need to pick up are. The frustrations far outweigh the intrigue. So yeah, it's one of those games for a little bit more work and a little bit more smoothing. The basic concept is really interesting. But everything else is just so sloppily executed. It really is. I mean, would it kill to have had a save point when I went into that house? Would it ruin the day in any way if I did for that, would it? Shouldn't have thought so, but there you go. The designer says yes. So, I'm not saying then that green thing. That is just a frustrating exercise in random, whether you're going to beat it or not. So why not just make different types of these ones and with different pentagrams to get rid of? That would have made more sense. I mean, that is the big selling point of the game. I'm going to say, if that had happened down there where that other pentagram I put in was, I'd be dead anyway, because it'll only let you pull the pentagrams into the ones that already exist. A lot of problems in this game for just bad design choices. And constantly here it'll tell me that message again about what this is. I know, it's a magic cluster, invisible to most people. You've told me 1,000 times. So anyway, gang, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. It's a bit of a shame that this one's been close, but no cigar, because there's some really frustrating design choices. So hopefully you found it entertaining or useful in some way, and as ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, so let me know you're alive. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.